I choose to embrace the sacred cure for myself. Here, the crossroads of decision fades away. In this moment, I resolve to see myself as the divine envisioned me. What is decision, if not a ripple of doubt about our essence? Every uncertainty stems from this single root. Every inquiry mirrors this one question. Every struggle hinges on the fundamental query: who am I? Who could pose such a question but someone who has turned away from their own reflection? Only by rejecting your true self could this question feel genuine. The one truth every living being can hold fast to is its own nature. From this anchor of assurance, it gazes upon all else with equal clarity. To waver about your essence is a grand illusion. Its scope beyond imagination. To live and yet not know yourself is to wander as though life has slipped away. For what is existence if not to embody your truest self? And what else could pulse with life in your place? Who's the skeptic? What stirs their hesitation? Whom do they challenge? Who holds the reply? They merely whisper that they are not themselves, and in claiming to be something other, they become seekers of that unknown shape. Yet life could not persist unless they already grasp the answer. To question as if in ignorance only reveals a reluctance to embrace what they are. They've accepted it by living, yet cast it aside, deemed it unworthy, and convinced themselves they've lost the one certainty that fuels their breath. This refusal is why the sacred cure calls to you. Your denial hasn't altered your essence. Instead, it's fractured your awareness into what sees the light and what remains shadowed. You're still you beyond all doubt, yet doubt creeps in. You don't pause to wonder which part of you fuels this uncertainty. It can't truly be you asking, for the question rises from one who already knows. If it were truly part of you, clarity would never falter. The sacred cure unravels the odd notion that you could question your own being and lose sight of your truth. This is the heart of folly. Yet it's the question echoing across the ages. What does this reveal, if not? But the world has lost its way. Why cling to this shared delirium, believing what's widespread must be real? The world's convictions lack substance. It's a realm designed as a refuge for those who insist they've forgotten themselves, a place to ponder their identity. They'll return again and again until the sacred cure is welcomed, until they see that doubting oneself is an illusion and their essence shines clear. All that's asked is your willingness to accept, for your nature is uncheckable. It's etched eternally in the divine sacred vision and within your own soul. It transcends all doubt so fully that to question it proves you've bought into the paradox that you're blind to what you can't help but know. Is this a query or a defiance cloaked as words? Let's not let our sacred minds tangle in such empty riddles. We're here with purpose. We didn't arrive to bolster the chaos we once trusted. Let's hold fast to the mission we've chosen. It's not just our own peace we seek, it's a truth that declares what we are, we share with all. Stumble in this, and you dim your own light. Lift your gaze with kindness upon others, so they may feel their place within you, and yours within them. This is the lesson of the sacred cure, revealing that the unity of the divine's children stands, untouched by the fleeting belief that we're lost to ourselves. Today, embrace the sacred cure not to reshape what is, but to welcome the reality of who you are and step forward in the boundless joy of divine love. This is our simple task. This is what we'll do today. Each morning and night, let's dedicate 5 minutes to align our hearts with today's calling. We begin by renewing our purpose. I will embrace the sacred cure for myself, for I am as the divine formed me. We haven't misplaced the wisdom the divine bestowed when crafting us in its likeness. We can summon it for all, for in the act of creation, every spirit is woven as one. In our remembrance lies the truth of how precious each soul is to us, how every mind is a thread of our own, how steadfast they've been, and how the divine's love cradles them all. In gratitude for all that is. In the name of the Creator and the seamless unity of existence, we reaffirm our commitment hourly, brushing aside distractions that blur our sacred aim. For a few minutes, let your thoughts shed the tangled webs the world spins around the divine's cherished ones. See how frail the bonds are that seem to veil your true self as you affirm, I will embrace the sacred cure for myself, for I am as the divine formed me. Only this restoration can truly heal. Healing isn't a term for the world's fleeting fixes. What the world deems helpful merely polishes the surface. When it dares to mend the spirit, it sees no divide from the flesh, where it imagines the mind resides. Its remedies swap one mirage for another. A belief in affliction shifts shape, and the sufferer now sees themselves anew, but not whole. They aren't restored. They've only drifted through a dream of ailment, grasping at fleeting charms to feel well. Yet the dream lingers, their spirit, unchanged. They haven't glimpsed the spark that would rouse them and dissolve the haze. What does a dream's tale matter in truth? One either slumbers or awakens. There's no middle ground. The guide's gentle visions differ from the world's. Restless slumber, where one might dream they've stirred. The dream's forgiveness unveils don't lull the mind into deeper sleep. They herald the first light of truth, guiding from shadows to a soft awakening where illusions fade. And so they heal forever. The sacred cure restores with uncheckable certainty, sweeping away all affliction. A mind that sees sickness as a mere phantom isn't swayed by its fleeting costumes. Where guilt dissolves, affliction finds no foothold. It's but a mask of remorse. The sacred cure doesn't mend the broken, for that's no cure. It lifts the guilt that births the mirage of pain. That is true healing, where affliction vanishes, leaving no echo. Peace to you who find restoration in the divine, not in hollow fantasies. True healing springs from the sacred, and where shadows linger, the sacred cannot dwell. The divine rests in pure sanctuaries, barred where darkness creeps, yet no corner escapes its presence. Thus, no shadow can claim a refuge from its grace. No space lacks sanctity. No place harbors sickness or gloom. This truth heals. It doesn't sift through illusions, weighing their shapes or shades. It doesn't chase cures for what isn't broken, blind to where healing's needed. This isn't sorcery, it's a call to reality, destined to mend and mend eternally. It doesn't judge a mirage by its heft or guise. It sees what is, knowing no illusion holds weight. Let's not chase cures for what can't ail today. Healing belongs where it resides, applied to what truly falters, so it may rise renewed. The world's potions shift nothing real. Only a mind that carries illusions to the light transforms. No illusion outshines another in essence. They're all hollow. Today, we reframe our view of affliction source, seeking a cure for all. Mirages, not a shuffle between them, will unearth the wellspring of healing placed within us by the divine. It's no farther than our own breath, as near as a thought, too close to lose. We need only reach for it, and it will meet us. We won't be fooled by what seems broken. We'll pierce beyond the surface to the fountain of restoration, where nothing is excluded. Our success hinges on seeing that no line divides one falsehood from another. There are no tears here, no notion that some untruths shine brighter. All are fleeting, all can fade, because none are real so we set aside our trinkets, our chants, our fleeting cures, whatever form they take. We grow still, listening for the whisper of healing that mends all wounds as one, restoring wholeness to the divine's children. No other voice can mend. Today, we hear the one that speaks of truth, where illusions end and peace returns to the divine's timeless embrace. We rise hearing it, letting it guide us 5 minutes at dawn and dusk before we rest. Our only task is to quiet the clamor of stray thoughts, not one by one, but as a single veil. They're all one. No need to parse them apart and delay the moment the divine's voice reaches us. We hear it now. We approach it today, empty-handed. Hearts open, minds attuned, we whisper, only restoration can truly heal. Speak to us, divine, that we may be whole. We'll feel restoration wrap us in gentle calm, a peace so profound no illusion can ripple it or convince us of its weight. This we'll learn today. Hourly, we'll pause to voice our plea for healing, lingering a moment as the hour turns to hear the answer in silence and delight. This is the day healing finds us. This is when division fades and we recall who we truly are.